Good morning, class 12th commerce. This is your subject economics, chapter number 10, employment and unemployment, lecture number 3. So in this lecture, we shall discuss about size of workforce in India, rate of participation in India, and the occupational structure or the distribution of workforce by industry. Let's begin. Size of workforce in India. India has a workforce of nearly 40% people, 40 crores of people. About 70% of the workforce comprises of male workers and 30% of the population comprises of female workers. Nearly 70% of the workforce is found in rural areas and 30% is found in the urban areas. Female workforce out of the total in rural areas is nearly 30%, while it is 20% in the urban areas. Now, what do these facts reveal? These facts raises two important questions. Number one, why the bulk of our population is rural based? Second, why the percentage of female workers lower still in urban areas? See, female workers are low in the urban areas because in urban areas, women give priority to their education. They complete their education first and then they go for the work. But in rural areas, from the childhood days, girls are taught about agriculture, they are taught about working in farms. Fine. So in rural areas, education is not given a priority. Whereas in urban areas, education is given a priority. That's why they are, women workforce is less in urban areas. Secondly, there are less opportunity for jobs in urban areas because in rural areas so you can work in agriculture, you can do you can work in any kind of small scale industries, you can do the household industry work, but it's not possible in the urban areas. There is a lack of opportunity in the urban areas. In urban areas, women can't go to the agriculture land, they can't plow the land, they can't go for the household industries work. Fine. Among most families in urban areas, job work for women is still governed by the family decision rather than the individual's own decision. Still in urban areas, women need to take permission from either from their father or from their husband. So, owing to the male dominating society, women are not that much independent to work in the various sectors to get the job. Fine. Implying that even the available opportunities are not actually utilized. So, the percentage of female workers low and lower still in urban areas, this is also a 3-mark question which can be asked in exam. Higher employment among women in rural areas is owing to the widespread rural poverty. Female workers in the rural areas are largely engaged in low paid and less productive jobs just to add to their family income. Many of them are giving wages in terms of grains during the harvesting season, the season when they find most jobs. Low employment among women is a sign of social and economic backwardness of a nation. Economic backwardness because the economy fails to generate enough jobs. Social backwardness because job work for the women is considered as a social taboo. There are, you will be surprised to hear this, that there are still some families in the urban areas, in the well-developed cities, that they don't allow their girls to work outside. They don't allow their girls to work in the companies, or, they find it as a social taboo. They find के वो जाता है ना कि हमारा social status है, हमारा एक market में reputation है. So that's why they don't allow their girls, they don't allow their wives, they don't allow their daughters to work outside their house. They want them to work from home. Okay? And bulk of our workforce is rural based. Why? Because there is more dominance of agriculture sector. But does it mean that there is more production? If maximum of our population is engaged in the rural areas, rural agriculture work, but does it mean that there is more production or there is more GDP? No. More people are engaged in farming activities but contributing less to GDP. This means that low productivity of workers in rural areas. Low productivity implies low earnings, which is why there is widespread poverty in rural areas. Higher percentage of workforce in rural areas apparently suggests a higher contribution of rural economy to the GDP than that of urban economy. Employing nearly 50% of the workforce, the rural economy in India is contributing less than 20% to the GDP, implying low productivity and low reward for work, leading to the widespread poverty in rural areas. Rate of participation in India. Rate of participation of people, it refers to the participation of people in the production activity and is measured as a ratio of workforce to the total population of the country. Now, participation rate in the urban areas is about 43.5%. According to the data of 2015-16, urban areas participation rate is 43.5%. And in rural areas, it is nearly about 53%. In urban areas, rate of participation is about 69% for men and 16.2% for women. In rural areas, rate of participation is about 77.3% for women and 26.7% for women. Sorry, 77.3% for men and 26.7% for women. Now, अब आपको ये डेटा देख के you will find some observation. Number 1 is high dependency ratio. Number 2 is higher rate of participation of women in rural areas. Number 3 is high rate of participation but low productivity in rural areas. See, high dependency ratio. High dependency ratio means people are still dependent on the agriculture sector. Fine. There are not so many production activities which are there in the countries, or sometimes people don't know the techniques to work on those activities, and rate of participation is also low. Fine. Higher rate of participation for women in the rural areas, this we discussed. Higher rate of participation but low level of productivity. Because people are still using the conventional means of farming. They are not using the modernized means of farming. Rate of participation is higher in rural areas compared with urban areas, implying larger percentage of population is engaged in the production activity in the rural areas. But contribution to the GDP is lower in urban areas as compared to percentage of GDP is lower in rural areas as compared to the urban areas. In urban areas, priority is given to the education. That implies that low priority for job at an early age. This keeps the rate of participation participation relatively low in the urban areas. Occupational structure by industry. See, primary sector 46.1%, secondary sector 21.8%, 46.1% primary sector, 21.8% secondary sector, and tertiary sector 32.1%. And it is according to the survey of year 2015-16. Now, occupational structure means distribution of workforce across primary sector. So, occupational structure is distribution of workforce across primary, secondary, and tertiary sector. Primary, secondary, and tertiary sector. Distribution of workforce across primary, secondary, and tertiary sector. And this is known as occupational structure of the economy. One marker question. What is occupational structure? Distribution of workforce across primary, secondary, and tertiary sector is known as occupational structure of the economy. Primary sector includes agriculture, forestry, fishing, mining. Secondary sector includes manufacturing, construction, electricity, water supply. Tertiary sector includes trade, transport, storage, banking services, insurance services, all kind of services. Okay. Then comes what is jobless growth. See, as the word indicates, jobless and growth. This is a negative term, whereas it is a positive term. That means there is a growth. There is a growth. There is increase in GDP. There is growth. There is increase in GDP. But increase in GDP is there because of innovative technologies, because of more use of machine-made goods, because there is capital-intensive technology. Use of capital-intensive technology. And when we avoid labor-intensive technology, obvious result is unemployment. Obvious result is unemployment. So we are using capital-intensive technology, and as a result, there is more production, there is more GDP, but it's a growth. It is a one-sided growth. It is a low-sided growth. Low-sided means one-sided growth. एक साइड ग्रोथ हो रही है. That means आप ठीक है प्रोडक्शन कर रहे हो, जीडीपी बढ़ा रहे हो, फाइन. लेकिन कंट्री में पॉवर्टी बढ़ रही है, कंट्री में अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट बढ़ रही है. फाइन. This is what known as jobless growth. Jobless growth is a situation when the level of output in the economy tends to rise owing to the innovative technology without any rise in the level of employment. Jobless growth leads to the chronic unemployment even when there is rise in GDP. That means We are increasing the product, we are increasing the level of output with the help of a better technology. Clear? And this process is followed by the MNCs. Many MNCs are doing the same. They want the production, they want the profit, so they are working on technology. They are working more on capital intensive technology rather than the labor intensive technology. Are you clear with this? So your homework is, you will write the definition of jobless growth, you will write the definition of occupational structure, and you will answer the question, why the percentage of female workers low and lower still in urban areas. These 3 questions you have to do. This is your homework. Thank you.